My name is Margaret Stuffler, and I teach English here at Trent in Oshawa. For Trent Reads 2010, I nominated Marina Endicott's 2009 novel, Good to a Fault. Endicott's novel tackles what appear to be impossibly large concepts: compassion, goodness, sacrifice, fear, obligation, guilt. Taking risks that I think engage the reader in a kind of conversation with the characters and the book about what it means to be human and humane in a certain sector of 21st century Canadian society. Clara Purdy, the main character in the novel, takes in a family that is rendered homeless when she hits and totals their car at an intersection in Saskatoon. This family, the Gage family, has been traveling to Fort McMurray and hopefully to employment, actually living in their car, which is much more than just a vehicle. Clara then feels both moved and obligated to open her home to this family that she thinks she has pushed into homelessness. Both energized and exhausted by this instant family, Claire struggles with the desire to be good and compassionate, but not too good and compassionate. She wants to find the division or line between humanity and gullibility. One of the cruxes of the novel is whether Claire is acting out of altruistic reasons or is acting merely to fill gaps in her own life. Can selfishness and selflessness necessarily be separated? Before the accident, Claire's been living a very empty and stagnant, superficial life. So taking in this family, it does disrupt the complacency of her home and lifestyle, but it also opens up her insularity to new people, new possibilities, new experiences. And in a way, she's almost been craving some kind of traumatic event that would address her isolation and allow her to make connections. This making of connections and the creation of new families and communities form the basis of why I think that this would be a good novel for the Trent community to read together. Making connections beyond and outside ourselves is definitely part of the university experience. This novel takes its issues and its questions very seriously. For example, the ability of the institution of the church to enact compassion at a practical level and in everyday life is addressed. But at the same time, the novel is incredibly funny and quirky. Darlene, or Dolly, one of my favorite characters, joins a group of emerging, resilient, humorous, and funny young girls in recent Canadian fiction. And Mrs. Pell, the grandmother who drugs the baby Pierce in order to keep him quiet and also shoplifts, is definitely a character well worth knowing. Attempting to connect with the unfamiliar and the uncomfortable definitely enlarges and enriches Clara Purdy's life. The Trent community, in reading this novel, could look at the difficulties and the possibilities of acting deliberately in order to connect with what is beyond and outside our personal and our collective experiences and realms. I believe that discussions of Marina Endicott's Good to a Fault will result in productive and thoughtful discussions and conversations and questions about making the effort to reach out in order to make connections that can make a difference. Thank you.